All right, we're here in the jungle. Coach Keith Attic here. And Coach, we are working with young women to work on their softball games right now. We're way beyond fundamentals at this point. We're working on communication. We're working on placement and control, right?
Yes, correct. These girls are, most of them are already juniors and seniors. We actually got 2 sophomores and a couple of young ones that came out today. So, what we're going to see is just where they're at in their game right now. And of course, the program is to, get them to that next level and just go on and keep playing the game and just pushing them to every limit they can.
Now, of course, if you're priming them to be to play at maybe the junior college level, like collegiate level, even like a national team and everything, what are you telling them as far as their mechanics and really being able to take their game to that next level?
That's what we're doing with them right now. Of course, it's just not too long that we've had these girls now, so we're just continuing to tell them just keep working hard. We'll make little adjustments here and there on whatever needs to be improved. And it's been I have a few of them that are in our SPG team that I see a lot of improvement just within the couple weeks we've had them.
Now, when it comes to that unique relationship between the pitchers and catchers, a lot of these girls have been playing together in high school for, sometimes 3-4 years. Mm-hmm. If they want to, again, take it to that next level, what are you going to tell them as far as communication and really reading each other's body language and, really establishing that rapport?
Well, we always just remind them, when they get little tensed and start to overthrowing, we just try to keep them poised to, hey, get set back a little bit, start just finding their groove. And of course, a lot of pitchers like who they throw to, especially when they're used to throwing to their catchers. They feel more comfortable. Sometimes when a new catcher comes in, they kind of offsets them because that catcher has a different setup or just the combination, and then the bond they create together, it always makes it easier for them to communicate.
That's also interesting because how long really does it take for a catcher and a pitcher to really establish that connection where they don't have to think about what they're trying to do anymore? They can just give each other like a little head nod or
Well, for me, I think it takes a couple years of course, the more games you play together, the better, right? I mean, they get to communicate on stuff maybe they want it to work on, and it works in the right ways. So, of course, I believe maybe a couple years, and then they get really comfortable together.
Well, and aside from the physical traits and trying to be like a 5-tool player here that you're developing in this showcase and in this workshop, what are you telling them as far as how mentally strong they have to be and being a good teammate? All the intangibles.
Oh, everything. It goes to what they do every time they come out and work out, right? You always fix a little the mechanics. Of course, we got to get to the gym. We got to get stronger. It's the only way if you want to improve in strength and pitching and catching, just overall body movements. There's so many things that the gym would provide for you to flexibility, taking care of your body. All these kind of stuff is what's going to make you go to that next level because it all incorporates together with your physical abilities.
And the really cool thing we're seeing here, Coach, is you're actually having the boys train right alongside with the girls, and that's always very beneficial for both genders.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we had. We talked to Gerson and Coach Kev. He did last week, and so, there's, I think, 2 more boys are going to throw today, try to get involved also in the system, which is great, man. I mean, that's the way to do it.
Okay. How pleased are you with the way that they're receiving, instruction and they're directly applying it into their games?
Well, for the girls that I've had in just the short time, they are very respectful and they always, yes, they understand what we're trying to tell them, and they'll go and try to work on it, and it shows. I think their importance of the game is improving.
Well, you're making a real big difference here, and the future of baseball and softball is really, really strong on Guam. So we appreciate it, Coach.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We'll do our best.
All right, Coach. What are you going to look for today at today's showcase, as far as mechanics and attitude, and just the way the way these players approach the game?
That's actually pretty much all. You hit it on the nail. Pretty much what we're looking at is how their mechanics, how they approach the mound, of course their attitude. How bad do they want this? On where they see themselves in the next few years, how they want to progress with the game. Of course, it all starts with pitching. So every team needs a good pitcher, and that's what we hope to get out of this. Is exploit the talents that Guam has, and get the boys out for more opportunities to get to the next level and achieve that ultimate goal.